Okay. Hey everyone, it's Ellie,
And Tara?
and welcome back to another 180 Shift Radar Rundown. It's been a little bit of a minute since we've been able to do this, just with everything going on. I went out and I traveled, so that was good. I went only a state over, but that was fine because I had a lot of fun. Um, yeah, but I've been keeping myself busy. I don't know, we've had a holiday. How was yours, Thanksgiving, Tara?
Oh, it's been great. Yeah, just spending time with the family and everything. But also in the beginning of November, we had that amazing event for Detrans
Mhm.
Hollywood screening Identity Crisis by Charlie Kirk. And it was just what a fantastic experience. And I just want to thank everyone again. I know it's been about a month now since this event happened, but from me and Ellie have been kind of recalibrating things into order again. And so, yeah, we just want to really thank you again for everyone who showed up and all the vendors who showed up and just we're so excited for what's next on the horizon. God is providing new things, God is opening doors. So we are just so grateful. And we're also grateful to everyone who made a financial contribution. Thank you. If you want to make any more financial contributions, you can go to detranshollywood.com, drop 5, 10, $15 towards what we're doing. Or you can make a more generous donation, like 100, 500, dollars towards what we're doing because, we this is really a service of love that we give to our community and to everyone who watches and follows us. And for me and Ellie specifically, 180 Shift, you can always go to 180shift.org and give specifically to our organization there. But we are just so excited about what God is doing, like for us and through us and with all of you. And so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a wonderful opportunity, so super happy about that. Yeah.
And I even have a video to show. I'll show it in just one second here. I just wanted to show the recap behind the scenes video. We did post it everywhere, but it was very much like a soft launch. We didn't really announce that we were going to be posting it or anything like that. But here it is. It is so amazing.
And it was made by
It was made by a
an
young
amazing
man
person.
named Kyle, yeah, who was actually there that night. He was filming. It was wonderful. Everything that he was doing. And to see this recap really made me realize how real this movement is, how much people really need it and see it as a necessity, and to see how 180 Shift and our team behind the scenes is really pulling an entire movement. Like we are needed. And that was really the goal. So I really just have been giving a lot of this off to God, praying about it a lot and just saying, okay, God, whatever you need us to do, I know that you'll provide the resources and I know that you just want us to work on the next thing in front of us and we're more than
Yeah.
happy to do that. So here is the recap video for the November 9th Detrans Hollywood Identity Crisis screening.
This song is for a good friend of mine, Charlie Kirk. May you rest in peace. May we keep his mission alive. And God bless the USA.
We love the First Amendment. Both sides need to be told the story.
That is Ellie and my mission.
Every child is born beautifully in God's image, and that deserves to be protected.
If we opt out of this battle, we are opting out of creating a culture that honors God.
All of these problems are downstream of the fact that we, as a culture, no longer have Christ at the center of it.
If we want to do battle with the things that are going on, it has to be a spiritual battle because we're fighting a spiritual enemy.
Film, TV, these are the things that are indoctrinating our generation. So we have to enter this mission field.
Where do you find the courage?
It was my faith. If I could start speaking out at the age of 17, anybody can join the fight.
Now, I actually have never seen this. This is my first time seeing it actually. Um, that was pretty awesome. I love that so much. That's like actually probably better than I could ever imagine it to be. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes,
I'm impressed.
I
Everybody's
know.
live reaction. This is mine. Um,
I was
no.
so moved when I saw that video. It made everything that we're doing seem so real. It was like, oh my
Mhm.
gosh, God, you are working through us.
Yeah, I loved it so much. It was honestly so awesome. I'm blown away with it. And it perfectly, I think it was amazing because I could see, when Kyle was moving around with the camera, I was like, okay, he's getting all these shots, and he was doing it so great because I was like, I would film there too. That's really good, and to see it all come together is amazing.
Kyle in
Yeah,
the video and everything. Yeah.
yeah, seeing it all to come together is just really out of this world. Yeah, I loved it. It's really good.
Yeah, it's crazy sometimes what God calls us to do, and just it's like I'm honored, but I also see the weight of the responsibility, so I'm trying to be really
Mm,
discerning. A
yeah.
lot of people have given me notes on the event, positive feedback, and also some critiques on how to do better next time. And the
Mhm.
implication there is we should do it again next time.
Yeah.
So I've been taking those really seriously, writing them down and just studying them and figuring out, okay, God, like what was working, what was not working. If you have any notes that you want to give us, feel free because this is a work in progress. This is like we've been doing 180 shift for so long that we know the impact that the Detrans Hollywood event had on us, and we can see it, and we can see the progress and the success, and we can see the fruit of our hard work. So, of course, this is still a work in progress, and we're just
Right.
excited for what God has next for us.
Yeah. So excited for that. So very happy and to see that all come together. What else? Is there anything else to talk about?
Well, there was the Trump tariff thing. I was a little curious about that. Here, I'll make you the host and you can share your screen.
No, hold on. I don't even know how to talk about it though. What
And
would
you're
I even
live.
say? Okay, well, I guess I can share it just momentarily. Sharing. Okay, let's go up here.
Ooh.
Got some lovely schoolwork, but I also have this. Okay, so just something that I saw very interesting was Costco actually are suing Trump's administration for the refund tariffs. Um, so obviously we have the tariffs that have been incredibly controversial, you could say, by a lot of people, a lot of businesses don't like them. And Costco, of course, does get quite a few things that are imported. Some of those things, maybe like face products from Korea, which I personally love that stuff. So Costco gets a bunch of stuff that's imported, and yeah, so they're becoming one of the biggest companies to be challenging President Trump on this. And it's, yeah, so this is just an article from the New York Times that talks about it. Yeah, so if you guys want to read this, you can. But I'm curious, Tara, what is your whole entire view on this? Should these companies be even suing Trump? Is this, a valid cause because they are losing money in a lot of ways, maybe even losing a lot of customers?
Well, I think as an American organization, they absolutely have a right to sue if they want to. Isn't that like the
Mm-hmm.
freedom of Americans?
Right.
So should they? It's like, well, I don't know. If they feel led to hire a lawyer and pull it out, then yeah, then so be it. I mean, I really honestly just felt instinctively like the tariffs were a long-term strategical plan to boost up our
Mm-hmm.
status in the entire world and to kind of say like China, we're not like just gonna be your little American consumer monkeys anymore. But I'm not an economic expert to any sense.
Yeah.
So I'm very much just an average American citizen who has an opinion but doesn't necessarily have the answer.
Yeah, no, well, you know what? There's also the question is like, even if, it's to boost America's, I guess, standing, you still have the normal citizen who's trying to pay for groceries, who has to pay for it up front.
Yeah.
So I think that's why a lot of people are very upset with it. And of course, Costco, which everybody, I don't know, I know a lot of people who love Costco. I love Costco so much. But yeah, and along with several other companies are not happy about that because they're not only losing income but losing the the customers who may be, able to pay for things, or maybe they're lessening the amount of things that they're purchasing. So yeah, there is one other thing. I just I found very interesting, which is the former president of Honduras was actually freed from prison because Trump actually pardoned him. He had originally been sentenced to 45 years in prison because he was flooding the U.S. with drugs. But yeah, so he was a former president, and he was actually in trying to find, was it West Virginia, I believe. Trying to see where it says it, but he was here in the States, so I thought that was very interesting. President Trump actually released an entire four letter statement on why he pardoned him, what were the reasons why. Yeah, it was from West Virginia. Yay, I remember. But yeah, so he was doing that, and I just personally it just found it interesting that it was a former president who was here in the US that was in prison. So I don't know. And if anybody else wants to read that, President Trump did release an entire thing, which you can find, I'm sure, on the White House's website.
Wow.
One other thing I do remember is that, did you see that there was a shooting in San Jose?
No, I
It
didn't.
was on Black Friday. I was so surprised because I didn't I saw all the reels coming out of people running, running down like the back, staircase in the back of the building. They were just running down and they were screaming, and I was like, what's happening? But it actually turns out that they're suspecting it was a gang related incident where they were, trying to shoot somebody and try to get somebody who was there. Apparently, they were able to shoot one of the targets and two innocent bystanders. So that happened, and as a result, they actually arrested a 17-year-old teen who they believe is responsible behind it as well. So I guess there's a picture of him right there. But I thought this was, I was wondering because, to be honest, I'm not sure if you've noticed, there has been a couple shootings in the last few weeks or last couple weeks that I've been seeing quite a lot of. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness, and it's in Black Friday. Was it something, Black Friday related, which you know how crazy Black Friday
Yeah.
can get. I don't think it's at that point. It hasn't been at that point for a long time, so it makes sense that it was a gang related incident. But yeah, those were just some of the things that I just saw.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, like Black Friday for me just felt really chill. Like, and I went out, I went to the stores, so it was like I was surprised with how chill it was. I think because like Cyber Monday also helps make it more chill. You know, people aren't getting trampled as much anymore.
Right.
That was crazy.
People are getting trampled.
Um,
That's correct. Yeah.
One thing I do want to talk about, probably not today, but next time, because we're running out of time and we're probably gonna have to
Mhm.
close in a second, but is just the fate of Turning Point. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I've been seeing different stuff, and I know there's this whole Candace Turning Point thing, and it's stirring up all this controversy, and I don't even like just not like kind of touching on it, but also just talking about where is Turning Point going now without Charlie, and just
Right.
I feel like it's almost the real thing, and it's like it's really what people should be talking about
Mhm.
and be thinking about how to participate in that and seeing different aspects of it, what's working, what's not working. But I've launched 2 Turning Point USA chapters, helped launch Turning Point Faith, and I would love to talk more about that too, because I know it's been on
Yeah.
people's mind. But yeah, there's a lot of exciting things coming up. I'll probably be making some announcements of some upcoming projects that we're going to be involved in soon. Because of your participation with the screening, because of your generosity with the screening, just, God is putting us to work and we're grateful to do it. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Ellie, any last words?
Yeah, thank you guys so much once again for, just all of the support and all of the backing. I know that hopefully soon we'll be back in studio. Hopefully we'll be able to make an announcement about that in the coming weeks, hopefully. But yeah, I'm going to be excited to do some like in-person interviews. That'll be fun, something to look forward to in the next year. But yeah, super excited for next year. I know we're almost done with the end of this year, and which is honestly so crazy for me because I feel like everything just went by so quickly. But yeah, I hope you all have a blessed rest of your week, and wherever you are. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, guys.
All right, go to 180shift.org if you want to learn more about our organization or give a contribution, and go to detranshollywood.com if you would like to financially support the screenings or the Chloe Cole short film project that we also have upcoming. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you. And yeah, we'll see you next time.